Hi there, this is Catherine. Thanks you for listening to my SEO Tips micro podcast. So, before we get into today's SEO tip, I just wanted to share with you the ways you can support the podcast if you're enjoying all the tips and finding them useful. So, you can send me a donation at buymeacoffee.com/Catherine W. Ong, O-N-G, and that's Catherine with a K. Any and all levels of donation are appreciated. It will help me offset the cost of producing the podcast. So, that's buymeacoffee.com/Katherinewong. I'd also encourage you to subscribe to our email list to make sure you're not missing any future episodes or any other news about the SEO Tips podcast. And to do that, you'd go to wostrategies.com/newsletter. Okay, on with today's tip. Hello, thanks for listening to SEO Tips today. Did you know that if Googlebot finds too many server errors on your site, it will slow crawling of your site and potentially miss your high quality content? So today's SEO tip is focused on another feature inside Google Search Console. Google has mentioned that if it's crawling your site and it experiences too many server errors, those are called the 500 errors, it will back off crawling because it doesn't want to take down anybody's website by crawling it with its search bot. So if you want to make sure that Googlebot comes back frequently to your site and finds all of your content, you would want to make sure you reduce or eliminate your server errors. To find your server errors, you go into Google Search Console, you click on the coverage report, and then there's an error report. You'll need to ship those 500 server errors over to your developers or your server team. My other tip is that if you have access to your log files, you might notice that certain pages that are getting hit frequently by Googlebot are actually throwing a 200 status, but might actually be 500 server errors. So make sure that you open up any URL that's getting a lot of activity from Googlebot. And even if on screen it says it's a 500 server error, make sure that it's actually a 500 status. That's your tip for today. Pay attention to your server errors. Thanks for listening and come back tomorrow for another SEO tip.